Alrighty. Good fucking morning, people. Time to party. Time to go to war. Time to party. Pop a fucking fresh sin at 6:30 in the morning. Where mouse? Mouse right here. Cool beans. Hold on. I do a little bit of that got tapped. That most definitely got tapped. I guess maybe this high would be good. This low wouldn't be bad. So same high as here. Same low as here. Same low down here. Same low down here. Okay. So we got some morning levels. Fine. Am I not? There it is. How the hell do we only have 11 people? What the fuck is going on here? Do I gotta shake ass to get more viewers or what? I just have to. What did I need? I needed something. Think. I needed something. Shit. 5,000 is too hard to ignore. But like, well, let's see what it looks like today. 5,000 looks more like a tomorrow problem, but at the same time, a today problem. $620. Oh, I wanted to grab my earbuds. Delete. Two shot though, we could play around 5,000. Yeah, today's a. I expect something boring. I think we had data release this morning. Correct me if I'm wrong. Unemployment claims at 5:30. AirPods on. Music. Playing. Not yet. All right. Let's get this day started. Let's go to war. off rip, I already see this. Not going to take anything. I want to wait till 7. And I want to see the data clear. 50-20, 50-20, 50-35. Yeah, today looks like chop. So every trade's going to have to be a scalp. Today might not be a day to trade. It look like on bigger time frames. A quick question. Do you try to find out new strategy to add them into your current trading system, or do you keep trading with your current system because it works well? Not, I've been just using my current system because it works well. So like on a day like today, it's not going to be as effective. Why? Because ABS DGEX is kind of messy, right? So it may force me to not take any trades at all, which is a completely fine thing, right? I've been stressing that you don't have to trade every day. So, and it forces patience because the entry style has to basically, you have to wait for something in order to essentially get what you want out of the trade. And timing is also a big thing. Taking this SMT at the open, right? Number one, not going to work out in my opinion very well. Is it shift that makes it straight? Oh, it is shift that makes it straight. So, right, 7 o'clock. It's not going to work out in the morning, in my opinion. Until you get some sort of, I think SMT at 7 o'clock is always going to be better. Because look, now we've swept this low on NQ. ES still hasn't swept this low, the same low. So just being patient. Timing is a big part of it. I think as a trader, hold on, let me turn down my music. Okay, as a trader, there are certain things that you need to do, especially if you're trading futures, right? Because a lot of people enter and exit without reason on futures. I know some people who like switched over from like options to futures as of right now because they've seen me trade futures. They're struggling with not entering and exiting at any point, right? So one tip that I have for you is go into the day not expecting to take a trade until one of your setups show, right? It needs to be a perfect setup, right? This is not perfect. Why did we not take that one? Because it's just not perfect. It's not working out, right? Number one, we're waiting for bigger lows to be swept. So we already swept one of the support levels from yesterday that we bounced at. And I think we sweep potentially low of day on NQ, and then maybe we'll find something on ES. But as you can already tell, ES is leading, right? With the ES leading and the diverging indices, it makes it really tough to want to take a trade. Number one, you don't have very good risk to reward. Let's say you wanted to take this one. Oh, we swept the low. Okay, sure. Let's target this high, or let's even target Asia highs or London highs. But your stop loss is down here, right? Because we already swept that low. So it's a 1.5 R to R. It's not terrible, don't get me wrong, but it's not ideal. So it's constantly understanding that, look, you don't have to take a trade, right? Find a strategy, find a system that teaches you patience, and it makes you wait for confirmation, and it also gives you discipline, right? That's the whole point. And the other part is repeatability, right? You want to make sure your strategy is repeatable within the markets. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm still a little bit under the weather, or not really, just recovering from the ending side effects of said being under the weather. Alrighty. So we do have some ODTE coming in today on the unusual options. Call at the bid. So these were sold. Why are these sold in the money? Interesting. I want to see maybe if there's any S&T to the downside that I may have missed. Not really. Right here. This is pre-market though. So NQ swept its low of day from yesterday. ES didn't. So tech is hurting. Meta's awfully green. Nvidia below 850 again. Am I profitable? I wouldn't have quit my job and run Traderlink with Gio and Mitchell if I wasn't. Or didn't have money saved up. Maybe it goes for this level today. We swept this. Now we have this one down here. SPX. Take a look. Maybe we guess we're hitting 5,000 today. Who knows? 50/20 is still the largest. Wow, NQ is just fucking knifing. We swept all those levels. It's not important anymore. The timing just wasn't good on these. Wish it was better timed. More down today, 5,000 bigger. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. We might just magnetize at 5,000 all day. Because if you take tomorrow or today and tomorrow, it's just 5,000. So I don't doubt that we go there. Fauna flip is incredibly low today. 49.55. Whoa. 49.35. I'm not one to take that personally. I'm gonna keep waiting. I'm gonna wait till 7 to make before taking a position. I think it's just smarter to be patient. These morning like dumps have been crazy. How do you set the date ranges on your chart today to Friday? Basically, you go into the little settings gear icon. You click on the map on the chart, the date right here, and then you just click today till tomorrow, and then you don't have to drag. You just click one at a time. So it'll just be like if you want today, you double click 18. If you want tomorrow, you click 18, 19, and then it'll basically create a slider when you after the first click. Oh, you meant what do I choose? I just choose today and tomorrow. So I only look at like the week by week. So if it's like Monday, I'll do Monday through Friday in the beginning of the week to figure out exactly what I'm looking for. Or do you do Monday through Friday, current day to Friday? I do current day to Friday. So if it's the beginning of the week, I always do current day to Friday, and whatnot. So if it's Tuesday, Tuesday through Friday. See what happens. Once again, like to wait till 7. Today is honestly not the best day to trade. Doesn't seem like it. It already just dumped in the mornings, and we'll probably get some bullshit. This was the one from the morning. That would have been a gross one, but I'm not awake for that. Or I'm not at my desk for that trade. What is the green area on your chart? That's just like the I believe that's every 90 minutes. So like same with this. This is every 90 minutes from 4:30 to 6. It's just split up so I don't have to calculate it or look at it multiple times and try to figure it out. I'll just automatically have it set on my chart. So SPX filled the gap already. $50.20 seems to be the magnet for today. It is the current largest. It was a pump. Patience. Wait till 7 to maybe take something. It's just number one. Gotta be patient. If you're not patient, I gotta take off my fucking jacket though. What is the? Okay, I already answered that. 1 second, guys. Um, we are back. This could work, but long could work, but timing's just not right still. Because it perfectly hit the bottom. Oh, that's just the timing, so it'll constantly move with it. That makes sense. So as soon as we got below 20, kind of popped right back up to it. 20, 35. Maybe that was the one. Left yesterday's low. That's not the low. It's not magnetizing to the low. There we go. That's what's missing. My VP. Nice little rejection off the low volume node. Guys, it's just been morning dump into some bullshit every single day the past few days. Right? We had today, dump in the morning. Today, or yesterday, dump into the morning. Is it this day? Kind of dumped, and then we had this day, dump the rest of the day. This day, same thing, dump in the morning. So we've had 4 days of just dumping right off the open. Relative equal highs up here. Played out. Nice little rejection. Same little rejection. That was like a classic play. Fib plus low volume node. Wow, YM is strong today for the first time ever. Trying to think. 7 o'clock reversal. YM just took out its high of day. Okay. Let's see, I'm thinking. It's like I would like lower, but really hoping ES would have swept that high. If ES swept that high, would have been better for a short back down for lower. Like I said, I don't have the confidence for I would love for ES to take out that gap or take out that high before 7, and then we can maybe snag a short on NQ. Take out anything. We still have London highs on both. Okay. This might just go like yesterday. I don't want to get caught in a long though. Let's see. We're above 50-20. 5,000 is there on raw. 5,000 is not evident on ABS DKs. I don't like how YM is so strong. It makes me uncomfortable taking shorts. For the first time, YM's leading. Like that. Usually, when we were dumping, YM was the first one to dump, and everything would play catch up. I really wish it took out that high before 7. 7 AM reversals are so high probability timelines if we had taken that out. Another waiting game. Should probably go lower, but want this taken out first. Very, very unlucky timing. Yeah, there it goes. So we were waiting. We wanted a sweep of one of these highs. Didn't get it. So we wait. I don't mind. All about being patient. Guys, do you guys see how I just sit here and kind of not do anything? Right? That's because, okay, take it with a grain of salt. I'm unsure where we go for the day, even looking at the data, right? There are certain things that with my setups that it just doesn't line up. So I don't mind just sitting here watching it, right? Because if it doesn't line up, then I'm not going to take a trade. So set right, we were watching this. We were waiting for this high to be swept on ES or NQ, right? And the reason we were waiting for that is just because we can get our entry set up, right? If it had swept it, then perfect, right? That's if we had swept it before 7 o'clock, because usually reversals tend to happen around 7 o'clock. So I was just waiting and hoping that we had gotten a sweep, but it just didn't do that. So if it doesn't do it, not a big deal. I don't mind just waiting. Really wish we got that sweep. If we had gotten that sweep, it would have been perfect. Right? If it went this way, swept that, and then continue down, could target here, and then target right here. Then you could have shorted NQ. We'd swept it probably right here. Would have been a decent stop. Could have targeted here for PT1. And then your next extended target would be 17,471. But we'll see if that even plays out today. Didn't play out as of right now because we never got that sweep. Nothing happens today, guys. What a fucking snore fest. Guys, next week you guys will likely be getting Geo on live. I'm gonna be busy, so for those who like Geo better, lucky you. But yeah, you just get me for this week. But starting next week, I think I'm gonna be busy with some stuff. Hey Sheen, do you ever have a daily bias where there will be a big ticker blue chip with high market cap? For example, ER after hours. There's Netflix, 265 billion is marked. Just curious. Not entirely. I don't usually like looking at other tickers in general, just because I don't. It's just not important enough for me. Well, trading wise, I don't trade other tickers, right? But you'll see me occasionally. I'll look at this. Why? Because I kind of use it as a heat map. Like if you see Nvidia turn green, right? It was negative for today, and then it turned green. You coming back after Geo? It really just depends because there's something that I need to take care of for TL. Um, and for that matter, Geo needs to stream, and we already talked about it. So it kind of just depends, right? If it depends what time of the day that stuff happens, going starting next week. But if anything, if I love hopping on live. So if I can hop on live, I will definitely do it. So does this ever give you a base where the market will potentially be going? Yes, right. So there was that one day where Apple was the only one that was green, and I always say it's much easier for one stock or one sector to flip the other direction. So let's say every sector, every stock was red except Apple, which that was the case, right? And taking that into consideration, it would be much easier for Apple to flip red than for every other stock to flip green. So in that case in point, it was much easier to go short or lean towards shorts. Today, it seems relatively mixed. If you look at Nvidia, it's moving back up pretty solidly. So that being said, kind of just being patient with it is more important. Like, look, if you don't take a trade, you don't take a trade, right? I think one thing a lot of people keep missing is like you really don't have to take a fucking trade. It's so unnecessary, especially if the setup doesn't show itself. It is so completely unnecessary. So just stay patient, right? And understanding, like, dude, you really just don't have to take a trade. Like, go into the day expecting not to take a trade. You'll save yourself so much fucking money. Don't just slam a position because it looks good. I'm so sick and tired of hearing people saying that they lost, and then I asked them what was the reason you entered that trade, and they couldn't give me a solid reason, right? Okay, why did you specifically enter that trade? What gave you the reason to enter, right? If it didn't give you a reason to actually fucking enter, then don't enter the trade. It's as simple as that. Like some people keep, especially with futures, man. Like I was, don't get me wrong. The reason I'm stressing this so much is because I had the same issue when I first started trading futures. I'm like, bro, why the fuck am I like taking 50, 40 or 40 to 50 trades in a day? It makes zero sense. I have no reason to. Finding that one play that you're finding that one setup that fits your plays, right? It can amount to the same profit as taking 50 trades. It really can, right? You size proportionately to the setup, right? If you know that setup's not as good, then then you can size lighter, right? Let's say you're really urging to take a stab at a trade. If that setup is still decent, right, but it's not as high quality, it's not as high probability, timing wise, etc., then what is the reason to size into that trade, right? It's just not necessary. Good morning, monkeying around, watching this. There we go. Yes, got that sweep. Let's watch closely here. This seems like a really strong candle, so we're not taking it, right? We're not taking it as of yet. Want to see it close below, and then I want to see how the next candle reacts. All right, let's see. Let's keep our eyes on this. Yeah, there goes the sweep. So good thing we didn't take that one. Just being patient and making sure, right? Okay, so when we see, okay, that's a perfect example, similar to yesterday, where when we had some form of SMT, we had sellers show up right away, right? Versus there were two SMT cases, right? There was the first one that sellers or buyers showed up right away, and the second case that had happened, buyers didn't show up right away. This is the same scenario, right? When we push into this, when we sweep this high on ES, I want to see the sellers come in. And if they don't come in, especially on a candle like this fucking strong, then I'm gonna just wait. I don't mind not taking it, right? Because it doesn't make sense to take it. Because it's low probability, right? It's high probability that we're gonna get stopped out, especially if we put our stop right above this high. No trade for me, negative gamma. I'm waiting for fossil flips positive to tip the trade. See, you have set your parameter, which is fantastic, right? Being able to set yourself a parameter, it just makes sense. That's what I just did. What'd you do? Did you just take a trade? Right. We have no bias for today, right? So for me, it's a new. I have it here. Magnet for the day, neutral bias. Especially, I can't be bullish, right? Because we have 5,000 OPEX. So for me, it just doesn't line up. Even though the OPEX date is for tomorrow or OPEX status for tomorrow, it just doesn't make sense for me to go take a short position. May look at 35 as a short, maybe. I think 35 wouldn't be a bad area. That is right around 5 day. Oh, wait. Kind of just rejected. We got really close rejecting 35. Sheen, when a break of SMT occurs, what time frame candle are you waiting to close? Do you normally wait for that validation or invalidation on your bias to go short or long? Okay, my stops are always set up like this, right? For let's say we ended up taking that trade. We're like, okay, ES swept it on this candle, so I'm gonna slam shorts, right? My stop is literally a couple ticks above the high, and then I'm targeting the most recent swing low, right? This could be a pretty decent PT1 right here, right? And then this would have also been PT2. Maybe you can go for PT3 down here, but once again, potentially unlikely. So that being said, it would have been stopped out right away, right? As for bias, it's very neutral today, right? As I've explained, it's very neutral because we have 5,000 leaning towards the bearish bias, and then we have 50/20 earlier that was leaning towards technically a bullish bias when we were lower. But if we get to 35, I wouldn't mind taking a short. I think we're more drawn to the downside because of that OPEX gamma, right? But until we hit 35, I have no reason to kind of take anything. 2 to the 3 to the 4. 35.40 wouldn't be a bad short area. That would lead us to the same resistance as yesterday. As you can tell, we're kind of pushing back up. So patience, right? You're gonna see what happens. Excuse me. Why I'm finally swept yesterday's high. We're already rejecting this gap. Someone tagged me in the chat. Thanks for waking up early and streaming. Love Trader. No problem, Retro. Thanks for tuning in. Having your support is always fantastic. Guys, if you're the one type of person taking multiple trades, you got to ask yourself why. The swings are too erratic and negative gamma. Now I understand why geoelectric. Yeah, positive gamma is very easy. You have your defined range versus negative. It's not as defined. So it makes sense to like positive. It's much easier to trade in positive. You have a very defined range. We took one trade and it's an L. Tried to short SPY when it broke below and retested 550. Broke below, retested. Oh, right here. There is one thing about negative gamma days that I just hate reshorting is that the fact that you can just fly right through the negative GEX levels, right? This isn't a perfect V-shaped recovery, but it's pretty damn close, right? Dump into a relative V back up, right? It's not like we had much resistance going up. So with that being said, it's like I don't like shorting or reshorting negative gamma days because of my fear of getting fucking bagged by the V shape. $50, $35 tapped. Maybe we go to 40. Let's check. I think we revert back down lower personally. But we shall see. We have Bowman pre-market 7. Already done. Natural gas. Bostic at 8 a.m. Okay. Oh, we swept that. Wait, how did I not see this? This is probably going to go lower here. Kind of unlucky that we missed it at that moment. If it's going to reject, it should reject here. I like the short, but the stops are kind of wide. Yeah, 25-point stop is pretty wide. And buyers are here, 35. All right, we're going to take a stab at shorts, different strategy here. 50-20 bias, right? Low volume node, plus we're in the fib. I don't mind this. We'll just put a stop at this high instead. If it hits, it hits. No big deal. But we're sizing very light because this isn't an SMT entry. This is just fib plus low volume node. If we get above this, then that's when I'll take the exit, right? It's right around here. 20-point stop. TP1 will be right here. This is TP2. Let's see if this plays out. Shane, so from our understanding, OPEX level for tomorrow is 5,000. So highly likely this uses major support, major resistance. Potentially want to get a better handle of the tools. Yeah, more so a magnet in support and resistance, right? You can utilize it since it's the absolute gamma and absolute DGX for tomorrow. So with that being said, it's more so of a magnet. But the problem is I don't know if it hits today, if that makes sense, because the data doesn't show that it's at least ODTE data doesn't show today, right? Very, very lightly flashed. But 50-20 does seem to be the draw, and 35 is pretty big right here, so I don't mind taking this short. Stay between 35 and 20 today. This is going to get over this low volume node. It's going to get over it, similar to how it did over here with a big pop above. So we'll see. Personally, not interested in longing these. I think ES has a potential to take out that low from yesterday. Yeah, that got stopped. Okay, no biggie. Machine, so from understanding high level tomorrow. Yeah, still leaning towards the downside personally because the OPEX is just really big at 5,000. Possible 40 reject on the US. Let's keep our eyes for that. See, watch the 5 minute here. Do I need new glasses or am I shit just dirty? It's been an hour and nothing has happened. Let's fucking go. Let's see. It's SPX. We're right at 40. 50 did pick up a little bit. One of them takes out London high. Let's see what happens. All right, ES took out London high. Since it took out London high, I'm short NQ at 99. It stops for 20 points up. We get a tad bit lower. Let's see what happens. If you caught this, you're plus 10 already. You can set trims for plus 20 points if you want. $1. There's plus 15 on NQ. $1. We've done like 800 on NQ with top step this morning. Shot my way back. Nice, nice. I think this is where I want to close everything. If we can get back down here. What would that mean for ES? That's pretty down low. Got $1. Yeah. 10 more points in this thing, so okay. Do you recommend a prop firm or do you primarily just trade? I've just been trading the funded accounts. I have 3 funded with Top Step and 2 funded with my funded futures. I have an affiliate link for my funded futures, but honestly, just do what you want. I think you can get like the discount for the affiliate is fucking horrid. It's literally like 5%. There's plus 20 on ES. I mean on NQ. It was like plus 25. You can set stops to break even here. Make it a risk-free trade if you want. All right, I got stopped at break even there on some. I got a trim for plus 20, but that was it. All No big deal today. It looks so random for now. Yeah, it's very randomized for now in terms of like the profit or entries. No, it's definitely hard to read today. Like it's a jumbled mess right here, right? What are you gonna do with a jumbled mess? So not just you, man. All right, well, I think I'm gonna hop off live here just because we took one trade, got plus 20, and then hit break even, and it's still a mess for today. I think tomorrow is just gonna be probably the like look for 5,000. That's pretty much look for entries to get in at 5,000. That's pretty much it. But as for today, it's kind of like chop suey for now. So that being said, you learn to no trade sometimes. Yeah, I mean, took two trades today. One was a loss. One was plus 20 and then break even on the rest. So it is what it is, right? Can't win them all. So that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. And I will, we have class today at 5, so I'll see you guys for that. And with that being said, thank you for tuning in. And as always, keep moving forward. Thank you guys.